Well, you know, it's only one fight they talking about, and that's Spence. Whenever you're ready, I'm here.
And Danny Garcia, who do you want next?
Oh, I'm chilling on my ranch.
Spence tonight.
He was at my fight?
Yeah.
Now, that boy said he wasn't going to he don't never be at my fights, but now he at my fights. Well, you see what I did, you know, compared to what he did. So.
That's what happened. As soon as the stoppage happened, that's what happened there.
Listen, my thing is, who number one in the welterweight division now?
What's next?
Oh, well, everybody know who I want next. I want Terrence Crawford next. Oh, definitely. That's the fight that I want. That's the fight everybody else want. Like I said, thank you. Man down, strap CZ. I know what time it is, baby. Terrence, I'm coming for that motherfucking belt.
What's going on, you guys? So it's the week after the big fight between Errol Spence Jr. and Eugenio Ugas. Errol Spence Jr. shuts out Eugenio Ugas, stops him in the 10th round via doctor stoppage, broken orbital. Eugenio Ugas just really had nothing for Errol Spence Jr. in this fight. Now the fans are looking to the big fight, the fight between Errol Spence Jr. and Terrence Bud Crawford. The fight that everybody's looking for, the fight that seemed like all the stars are aligned, and it seemed like this fight could be made, but it seemed like there could be some issues. Hit that like button for your boy. Give me that HBO special. That's the Help a Brother Out special. We're on the road to 15,000 subscribers. But this fight between Errol Spence Jr. and Terrence Crawford may be a little bit more difficult to make than we think, even at this particular point. Errol Spence Jr. accomplished the mission that he set out to do. Got all 3 belts from one side, right? And now he's looking at Terrence Bud Crawford as getting the last one, saving the best for last, right? Steven Espinoza, the Showtime guy, right? We know who Steven Espinoza is. He had an interview, a quick sit down with Town Biz. Go subscribe to Town Biz. I'm gonna leave his video link in the description. But he asked him the big question, the question that we all want to know, right? And yeah, to say the very least, it's looking like this fight between Errol Spence Jr. and Terrence Crawford may be a little more difficult than we imagined, even at this particular point. Check it out.
Okay, Steven, let's just cut to the chase. He called out Terrence Crawford. What do we need to do to try to get that fight made next?
Well, people got to be realistic about money. I mean, that's the only obstacle at this point. I mean, as long as we don't have a Daniel Kinahan involved, which that's a deal breaker. So if there's no Daniel Kinahan, there's no FTK, there's no associated, then we're good to go. People make a reasonable business deal, a fair business deal, then it can happen. People want to be unreasonable, people want to involve the Kinahans, it's not going to happen.
Okay.
Wow. Yeah. Salute to Town Biz, man. Go subscribe to Town Biz. I'll leave the full interview link in the description. But yeah, as you just heard, Steven Espinoza said, as long as there's no Kinahan involved, no MTK Global involved, we can get it. As long as he's reasonable with the money, then we got to fight. But is Kinahan involved, right? This raises question. This raises question as to, is this guy really involved? Would this be one of the things that stopped this fight from happening? Or do Errol Spence Jr. himself, the big fish himself, could he say, you know what? No, we go do this thing, or we go just take it to Triller. If we can't do it on Showtime, we go take this thing to Triller, right? It's up to the big fish, man. Errol Spence Jr. is calling the shots, right? Errol Spence Jr. seems like he wants this fight with Terrence Crawford. I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt. He seemed like he wants this fight. This is the big one. This is the one, right? He looked really good in the fight. He had a lot of confidence after the fight, and you know he did his thing. So now Errol Spence Jr. looking at Terrence Crawford, because what other options is there other than Terrence Bud Crawford? Do you want to fight John Buchanan right now? Do you want to fight anybody else right now? I mean, do you really? What do you really want to do, right? What do you really want to do? What are they assuming that Terrence Crawford really wants? This sounds similar to what Tim Smith was saying not too long ago, right? It sounds similar to what Tim Smith was saying not too long ago. But we gonna see how it plays out. You know, it's still really early. Errol Spence Jr. just had his big weekend against Eugenio Ugas. You know, his big fight. You know, it's some people assuming that there was some shady things going on, but that's neither here nor there. We looking towards the big fight between him and Terrence Crawford now, regardless of what happened. And yeah, Derrick James also has some pretty interesting things to say, as always. Kind of somewhat still downplaying Terrence Crawford's victory over Sean Porter, and he said some interesting things. And yeah, check it out.
Against who?
Some solid guys along the way. Sean Porter. To be fair,
Sean Porter's daddy said I was going to stop the fight before the fight. Didn't he say that?
Mm-hmm.
So what does that mean?
I think
No. What that meant was he was showing Sean that he's still the boss. There was a power struggle going on in the ring. And what did Sean do when his dad did stop the fight? What did he do? He retired and didn't tell him. Asked him when the last time he talked to his dad. The night they was in the corner. He had not spoken to him anymore. So there was a power struggle going on. The father wanted to prove him that he still was the boss.
So yeah, after hearing what Derrick James had to say, said his daddy, still had to prove that he's calling shots. I mean, wow. Did he talk to his father recently? And he was saying some pretty interesting things there, right? He seems Derrick James seems like a pretty mild-mannered dude otherwise, but when it comes to Terrence Crawford, it seems like it kind of, and it's the same thing with Jermell Charlo too. It seems like it's just something that triggers him. Errol Spence Jr. finally said his name after 3 years of build-up. We've been waiting for Errol Spence Jr.
Oh, everybody know who I want next. I want Terrence Crawford next.
You're gonna make that happen?
Huh?
You're gonna make that happen?
Oh, definitely. That's the fight that I want. That's the fight everybody else want. Like I said, I'm going to get these straps and I'm going to go over there and take his shit too.
All right. Errol, congratulations. Terrific fight this evening.
Thank you. Man down. Strap season. Y'all know what time it is, baby. Terrence, I'm coming for that motherfucking belt.
Hey, I'll be lying to you if I didn't tell you I did love it, boy. Hey, that's what I've been waiting for from Errol Spence Jr. all these years, man. This is what I've been wanting from him. You know what I'm saying? I mean, he got his belt, and he finally said, let's do it, Terrence Crawford. You know what I'm saying? That's whatever. You know what I'm saying? Let's look forward to it. I think Errol Spence Jr., he himself, despite what we heard from Stephen Espinoza, salute to Town Biz, despite what we heard from Stephen Espinoza, I think if Errol Spence Jr. want to make this thing happen, he can make it happen. He got the juice right now. But yeah, man, they trying to really, it's looking interesting, man. Is Crawford, dealing with these people? Will that prevent him from getting this fight? Is really interesting, man. It's really interesting. It's probably a lot deeper than a lot of us really realize. Like, subscribe, holla at your boy. Peace out.
And I talked about getting Terrence Crawford the fights that he wants. A lot of times, you see, I would love to sign Terrence Crawford. I would love to sign Terrence Crawford.